just been grinding though, man. But welcome to the show, man. We
Yeah,
got PJ, Richard Reaver,
yes,
PJ,
sir.
Dayton legend, man. Yeah. But like I said, man,
What's up with it?
man, just been grinding, man. I'm a consultant though, so I'll be helping high school, college guys, try to get into school or just helping them with NIL. I do a little bit of everything though, man. So that's why I sent you that player couple yesterday. That's why I was like, hey, see, check him out though. See what he
Yeah,
about there. Yeah,
yeah.
so
I was looking at his highlights and stuff like that. Like I
yeah.
was, man, bro. Like, telling you this college, man, this college stuff, bro. I'm talking about players. I get probably like 20 players a day, bro. You feel me? It's just
Yeah,
like, yo, check out my highlights. Just man, I'm like, damn, no, this is real. Like when I first, like honestly, when I first got like hired on, bro, as a college coach, bro, like that same day, literally, like after they introduced me, bro, Twitter emails was crazy. It was just like
yeah.
kids, bro, overseas. I didn't even know how they was
Mm-hmm.
hearing about us. Like all the way to Czech Republic. Like, how did you hear about me, bro?
Yup, yeah.
But
And
like,
y'all school, yeah, that's a good school too. So like I
real
said,
good school.
yeah,
Yeah,
people know, yeah, and they play good, Division I schools, and like I said, so like that people gonna know, yeah, they trying to
yeah,
get in,
yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Nah, it's live though.
That's what's up, man. Like, what's the I had a kid from New Zealand. I used to coach at Notre Dame D2 before it closed, so I
Yep.
already know how that Twitter stuff go. I had a kid hit me up from New Zealand. I was like, New Zealand. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it get real,
I mean,
real.
he's scratching. I'll be like, man, how they like? I'm telling you, they be sending you. They send you like some backyard highlights too, like in a like behind the house or something, just like going around
Yeah,
some cones. Like they be really trying to like get recruited like that, bro. Like it's crazy. This recruitment thing is like people go above and beyond, bro, to get seen, bro. So it's like, damn.
little do you know, man. I got one of my first clients. He a freshman at UMass off Twitter. So like this social media game, hey,
Telling you, bro.
it's a business on there though. So like that's what
Hey,
people gotta realize. Like it's a new wave. Like you gotta either get in or get left behind with that though, for real.
man, social media is it, bro. Like you
Yeah.
ain't gotta know recruiting farthers, like driving places for real. Like you go like to a few high schools or like AAU events and stuff like that, but like for real, bro, like you go straight to that portal.
It's right there, right open. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah. So,
I was telling like a prep school kid, I'm like, hey man, the portal's opening in March, so like you better make a
yeah,
decision by like December, January, February, because like they ain't gonna be looking at you, bro. They like you just said, we going straight to the portal though. So in
it's the
that case,
portal, bro. Like and a lot of like coaches, like a lot of head coaches is like not really even looking at high school kids for real no more, bro. You know what I mean? They going straight to like junior college. Like, nah, we need somebody who's ready to play. We need a 6'5" guard who can guard everybody on the damn court. Like, you know what I mean? So like a lot of coaches, a lot of head coaches is like, man, they going straight to the portal, grabbing these kids, bro. So like, yeah.
so what's your thoughts on that though, man? With the high school kids and what would you say? You like both or like I'm just going straight portal now? Like what would you say? How would you describe that?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like me personally, like now with the NIL deals and stuff like that, bro. Like, I mean, you can go get a high school kid and he may not like it in a year or two and just leave. So like you might have your hopes on like, all right, bro, I'm gonna bring this freshman in, bro. About his junior, senior year, like we gonna be this and that. Like, nah, he might bounce after the first year for real.
That's a
So
fact.
You know what I mean? So like I feel like with the NIL deals, bro, it's just like it just changed up a lot of things for us like loyalty, you know what I mean? Like we can give you this, but like them down the road can give you something bigger. And then like, that freshman can come in like, hey, coach, like I don't know if I want to come back next year. They want to give me this and I can't turn that down unless y'all can like capitalize on this. So it's like, man, it's a lot of like just like loyalty for real. You really gotta find somebody who like really mess with you as a coach who want to stay with you and be with you, bro. Because like I said, bro, NIL changed everything. You feel me? So it's cool though. Like I like honestly, I like the JUCO route though. I like grabbing kids out of the JUCO. Like them, I'm just saying, like, bro, them dudes like JUCO, that JUCO living is different, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You won't get dorms for real. You like in apartments. Some JUCOs, like, in the hood, like you living in a hood apartment, you going to school. Like people is really grinding trying to get up out of there, bro, and they ain't trying to go back. So like you get a JUCO kid like that who ain't got like nothing, like I mean, nothing to lose for real, hungry and just like want it and just like want to stay there, bro. Like them the guys I can like deal with and I can mess with for real because I know what that JUCO life like. You know what I mean? Like Don't nobody want to go back to that, bro. It's rough. You know what I mean? Like when you get to a university, you get that scholarship and everything free. You like, oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
I ain't going back, bro. I ain't got to pay for nothing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about no fast food. You ain't got to worry about none of that for real, bro. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like the JUCO kids, they be dogs. They be like ready to go. Not that a high school kid not, but like high school kids is just they just a little younger, man. So they ain't really seen everything yet for real. They still trying to get their foot in the door. You know what I mean? So
for sure. So like I was watching the tournament this past year, and it was cracking. I ain't gonna lie to you. So like that, do you ever get a chance to see that kid from Aiken play?
yeah, heck yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So like a kid like him, he was going to the Rising League, so he went prep
yeah.
school. I was like, man, that is the greatest decision he ever made, because that kid, he one of them ones though. Like he not even ranked. You feel me? So it's like
Mhm.
I feel like a kid like him, like hold on now. Like I said, he gonna end up transferring regardless, like you just said though. But like
Yeah.
you gotta take a chance on him, because he probably can get you to the tournament or something. Like just
I
he a,
know, man. I
he
know,
a
man.
dog. Like yeah. So that's just like a random kid though. Like he came out of nowhere
Yeah,
senior year, because I didn't hear about it like last year. I was like, hey, like they got, so they went to state. So like that just show you about that though, because like winning. Because a lot of these kids, they just want to shoot threes, and dunk. That's it.
yeah.
And dribble,
I
dribble.
know. I know. And I think like a lot of these kids, like bro, like that, like you don't hear about them, as freshmen for real. Then sophomore, junior, you kind of hear, but you don't really hear nothing. Then seniors, they go crazy. What it is like to me, like it's like mental, bro. Because it's like damn, this is my last year, bro. What I'm gonna do after this? Like, and that's when you really see kids really like turn it up. Like, damn, where he come from? It's like, bro, this boy like next is college. He trying to get somewhere now. You know what I mean? So these dudes, and then they bodies start catching up with their game. A lot of these kids, bro, they just be too big and they don't really know how to play for real. And I feel like, once you get to that senior level for real, like your body really start catching you, you start to be a man for real. You know what I mean? Because the next step is like, college. So like I feel like a lot of these guys like a lot of these guys just like bring out they real self, they true self for real. That's why
Yeah.
dude, you ain't hearing from them for real. Then like all of a sudden, dog. You
Yeah.
feel
I
me?
was like,
Like
whoa, yeah, nah, facts. Like,
yeah,
and I love that though, because like I said, he Ohio kid, staying in Ohio. Some of these kids, they go into all these high major prep schools now, from
yeah,
especially in the bigger cities too. So
yeah,
it's like they kind of losing the Ohio. It's like, damn, we can't really, it's like he out there, so it's kind of hard to see him. So it's like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's hard though. But no, that's what's so dope. So what's your thoughts on the transfer culture, man? Guys going high school to high school every year, and then college to college.
Man, I don't really mess with it, bro. Like, I mean, me, I mean, I'm Dayton, Ohio, bro. So like, I don't know, like even if I could, like if I could be at like I went to Meadowdale, so like if I could go to Dunbar and just be eligible to play right away, I don't think I would ever do it. Like I just always wanted to compete for real. You know what I mean? Just like I don't know, just being like just having your school, just like letting it be like it's your shit. Like it's you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you competing against them dudes, bro, trying to beat them dudes. Like ain't no better feeling than that for real. So like people want to team up, which is I get it for like travel AAU events and stuff like that, bro. But like I feel like nah, you should just like want to compete against them dudes. Like a lot of these kids don't really want to compete for real. I mean, they see professional, they see the pros, teaming up, want to be on teams and stuff.
yeah,
And they're like, bro, see if your mom see if we can move over there by you. Like, you know what I mean? It's all of that going
yeah,
on, bro. And it's like these kids is at the same high schools and stuff. Like, I feel like they not getting better, bro, because they too buddy buddy for real. And then like they ain't really taking practice serious. You know what I mean? It's just too much. It's just too buddy buddy for real. They ain't no like competitive nature no more for real when you do that type of thing. So like, I don't know, man. Me being from the Dell, bro, like I just wanted to smoke with everybody for real. So like,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like that bring out the best of you. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on all that teaming up stuff, man. I ain't with it for real.
Man, I'm gonna say this though, man. It's I can see you transfer one time, but like you transferring year to year. Like I got a couple of my guys that I coached in prep school. They went
Yeah,
to like four different schools, and they trying to go overseas now. They they senior year, so like now they didn't transfer so much. Like they numbers then went down, but they won. But it's like all that transferring can
it's
backfire you at the same
I
time
know,
though.
man. I know, bro. It's a gift and a curse. I mean, it's cool. You get to play with your boys. Have some fun, bring more fans out, bring more this and all that out. But like, are you really getting better for real? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I don't know. A lot of these dudes, man, like I didn't seen it. Like a lot of these kids, like they don't want to play on the opposite teams and practice with them. They want to play with them on teams. Like, nah, bro, push each other, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like Dwayne Wade, like people don't know Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, that when they practice, Miami practice, they did not play on the same team, bro. They played against each other like all the time, dog. Like they pushed each other, you know what I mean? Which made them better together. But like that's only gonna make you better together, you know what I mean? If you play against each other. And a lot of these kids, bro, they just want to team up. You know what I mean? Which is
Right.
whatever. But
Yeah.
you know.
That's facts, man. So let's get to it, man. Growing up in Dayton, man. How was it? Growing up in Dayton, Ohio.
Man, dungeon, bro. The dungeon, you know what I mean? Like, hey, West Side Dayton, I'm telling you. Nah, Dayton, man, Dayton really made me, bro, like raised me. A lot of people don't know, like, I didn't play basketball before high school. Like, I started playing freshman year. So like, but just being around like Dayton, just like how tough it was, man. Just like going to the parks, playing against the dudes who probably would never go to college, but just was like good. You know what I mean? The fucking Dwight Hendersons, like all them like them old school dogs, bro. Riverview Park, Broadway Park, bro. Like you wasn't no real hooper if you wasn't at them parks. You know what I mean? Playing on them Sundays. Like I just feel like Dayton is just it's a tough city. Not too many people, can make it there. You know what I mean? I feel like it raised me and like helped me in a lot of situations. Like, where I'm at now in Michigan, like I don't feel like nothing is like hard for real when it comes to just like the street life. Cause like, bro, I'm from Dayton. I don't think no place is really tougher than Dayton. You know what I mean? Like,
Facts.
you got your Detroit, you got all of that stuff like that for real, which is like a little bigger. But like Dayton is just like a different animal, bro. But like it makes some real animals. You know what I mean? And like you just gotta put yourself out there in Dayton. Like, nah, you gotta make a name for yourself. Show them who you are. But nah, Dayton is I love Dayton, bro. That's the dungeon, dog. That's the dungeon.
That's facts,
Yeah.
man. So was you playing it like football, or you just playing outside when you before high
Never
school?
touched the football, bro. Never.
What?
Never touched the football. Nope. It was straight basketball. Like when I got let me see, like ninth grade, freshman year of high school, bro. Like I remember just going to a basketball conditioning. It was like summertime before school started. I remember going to conditioning. And I'm like, man, what am I doing out here for real? Like, 'cause like I said, I ain't play basketball. I ain't play none of that. All that shit was new. So, um, just going to conditioning, and then like all my boys was playing basketball, and I'm like, man, I'm about to try out for basketball too. And I remember just being in gym class, bro, like going up banging that thing. Like I'm like, oh, we try that again. You know what I mean? I was dunking. I was like, how the hell I'm dunking? I ain't even a hooper for real, but I just always had like good timing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I had like I was real mobile. I was like good at that shit because I used to do backflips. Backflips is my thing, bro. Like I could do a back tuck off a garage and land on my feet and just keep going. Like that was my thing. So I don't know, man. I just feel like once I started playing freshman year, like I was just more athletic than a lot of kids, and I was like, damn, I might can do this for real. You know what I mean? And just like my body just started growing into like my game, like I said, bro. And shit, I just started grinding in the gym after that, and then just took it.
Man, that's crazy though, man. Like you one of those stories that just like I just walked in the gym and natural athlete, man.
That's
Like
what it was, bro.
natural
Like for real,
athlete.
like a lot,
Yeah.
a lot of these, a lot
Yeah.
of these dudes, which is no not for them. I wish I started, when they started like young, bro. I ain't get that start, so I had to come right to high school, and then like
Yeah.
my sophomore year, coach was like, "You start varsity," and I'm like, "What? Like, nah, I don't want to. I ain't want to." I'm like, "Nah, I want to play with my
Yeah.
boys." Because a lot of my boys is going, he's playing Jake. I was like, "Nah, I want to play with my boys. I don't want to." We just had a ball on freshman. Like, I don't want to go play. Coach was like, nah, he separated me from all my boys, bro. I was starting varsity with seniors. You know what I mean? I'm fucking going up against like Greg Gainey, fucking Nate
Legends.
Davis.
Yeah,
I'm going
legends for
against like
real.
real dogs for real as a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, but you know what I mean? I held my own though, bro. It was just like I had one. My only thing was I had to rebound and finish layups. That was it. And then he gave me a certain thing to do, and I stuck with those, and I just killed it, bro. Out rebounded everybody and scored layups. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? So like, I don't think I took more than 10 jump shots that whole season. You know what I mean? So like, I knew my role, and that's what we gonna talk about roles. A lot of kids don't know their role, bro. Be the best at your role. I was the best at my role, bro. Like when nobody gonna out rebound me, when nobody gonna out hustle me. And I did my role my sophomore year, and then by junior year, it was my time, bro. So um that's when I started really start understanding basketball. You know what I mean? I went from playing center as a sophomore to playing fucking small forward as a junior, and like literally controlling everything. You know what I mean? The tempo of the game, bringing the ball up, rebounding, scoring, dunking on every damn body. Like, you know what I mean? Like my junior year was lit. It really like opened up everything for me. And then senior year, rest was history on that. I was kind of doing what I wanted to do in that motherfucker.
What was your like breakout game? You was like, all right, this is my moment. Like, all right, I'm him. Like, I'm like this my team. Or
Uh, you mean like out of all my years, or like
like a
just?
game, like a particular game, like this, like damn, this the game that really like damn. I feel like I was like, your confidence just went on from there.
I'm gonna say my junior year for real against Northridge. Uh, we, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I had 32, I had 32, 12, I had 32, 12, and like 11. It was crazy. I had the highest like plus minus in the like this fucking any player ever had in Meadowdale. It was crazy, bro. And I don't know. I just was like that. Like everything was going in, bro. Like everything was going in, and like I mean, I'm scoring down low. You know what I mean? I was shooting it good. I think it was like after a breakup, though. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was after. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think it was after a breakup, bro. I'm not
It'd be
capping.
like that. It'd be like that.
I swear, bro. It was just like, yo, and I swear I had my. I remember I was watching some Kobe stuff, man. I had like my finger taped. Wasn't nothing wrong with my finger. I just had it taped, bro. And I swear, dog, I was like really like I was going crazy, and I wasn't like a crazy like scorer like that. I scored kind of like I got to the rack kind of anytime for real, whatever facilitated. But I wasn't like a crazy scorer like that for real. But like honestly, bro, like that was a game where like everything was going in, bro, and like, and I'm like, damn, I I got it, bro. Like I got it now. You know what I mean? And then like it just started like progressing, just getting better and better. And then I think the second one would probably be against Thurgood Marshall, like my senior year. Um, at our house, I'm talking about the game was like crazy, bro. Packed, bro. Like everybody, like it was crazy packed. And I just remember he probably gonna beat me up for this, but my boy know who I ain't gonna say his name. He know who I'm talking about. He know what I'm talking about. But anyways, bro, like I had the craziest dunk. I had one of the craziest dunks, that was like ever showed, bro.
We
Like
get that video.
crazy. Huh?
We
I
might have to get the video. Oh, that
I
one.
got I got
Yeah.
I got a video, bro.
For sure.
I still ain't posted it yet.
Oh,
I
okay,
still
okay,
ain't
my bad,
posted
my
it
bad.
yet.
Yeah,
I got too much love. I got too much love and respect for my boy.
I
When
got
he
you.
see this, he know what I'm talking about though. But like, nah,
I got you.
everybody knows. But I think it was nasty though, bro. Like nasty. Like on him, he fell. He slid back and hit the mat. It was crazy. It was like crazy, bro. But I think when that happened for real, because the city was talking about that for a few weeks. Like it was crazy. Like I was getting like we lost that game too still, and like it was still like nah, bro. You see what he did, like. And I think after that, for real, I was like, man, I think this is my shit for real. Like I'm about to start like really taking. And I just think after that, bro, just to really start like taking off for real.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, like, who were some of your teammates on those junior and senior year teams?
Um, my boy Yan Kenyon Low, big dude down low. Dude was a fucking rebounding machine. Um, Dwayne Martin was another one. Crazy to block all the shots. Dunker, high flyer like me. We had Jaquil King, another one. You know, shooter. Could stretch the floor. Who else we had? We had Nick Thornton, a little point guard. He transferred over from like Northmont. He was just somebody we had needed. Just to kind of run the show at the point. Um, Got to shout out my cousin Mario Robinson, man. He was another point guard we had, kind
Shout
of
out to
like
Mario.
gotta shout out Cuz straight up. Yeah, he was another one we had, bro. Handle tempo, fast, speedy. And then we just had like a lot of just ballers after that. We just had some defenders, man. We had OJ Shine, big guard. Um, man, we just had some. We kept the young guys coming in though. Like when I was even though I was a senior, we just had a lot of like sophomores and freshmen coming in, giving us like good minutes. Like we just had an all world team. But the thing about Meadowdale, bro, is like we had our few standouts, but like we just had a lot of hungry dogs, bro. Like, you know what I mean? We pressed the whole damn game just like them other teams for real. We just always got overlooked because we wasn't, you know what I mean, like Dunbar and shit like that. But like when we played them, bro, it was like there's no cakewalks. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Always a hard game.
we
Yeah.
yeah, we pressing, we baseline to baseline pressing too, bro. You know what I mean? We was like ain't no fouls in Meadowdale when you come in our shit. Like, we had that place like definitely rocking. You feel me? So like we had a nice little squad though, man. Like hungry dudes, man. Hungry dudes.
What was it like playing against AD and flying to the hoop?
Bruh. And so like that shit was funny. So I remember the day before the game, we was looking at him on film. And like I don't know, we ain't even really look at film like that for real, like in high school for some strange reason. Now, me like when I was a high school coach, a few years ago, I was always had the team looking at film, and it's just like teams look at film all over now. But back then, bro, it's like you just showed up. You feel me? You just showed up for real. You just literally you knew who
Right. Yeah.
everybody
That's fact.
was for real. You know who everybody was from word of mouth. You knew who they was. You
Hmm.
played against them, whatever. You just showed up for real. You ain't looking at no film. So we didn't really care. So like I remember like just we was like eating pizza or something. We was looking at film, looking at AD, and everybody playing them in a zone. Like everybody play AD in a 2-3 zone. And why everybody playing this dude in the 2-3 zone? He getting like 40 a game, bro. He killing zones. And I'm like, why everybody ain't nobody playing like man to man, straight up. So we looking at him and then we like, man, we ain't even looking at film, bro. We joking, laughing. We like, man, don't worry about that. Like this boy ain't seen no real pressure defense yet. And then like the day of the game, I remember we was like in the warm ups, and AD was kind of like walking around, but he had like the security two on the side, one in the front, one in the back. And
Dang.
everywhere he was moving, everywhere he was walking, they was like following. I'm like, damn, this shit real. He get this type of love. Like everybody in the crowd got Kentucky shirts on, bro. Like, and I'm like, all right, he might be the deal for real. And then they got John Calipari jump like coming from a helicopter on a football field. Like he walk in and everybody going crazy. I'm like, damn, this shit big. And I'm like, all right. So now I started like, man, I gotta really bring it. This dude
Yeah.
might be for real. And they was telling me he grew like 8 inches in one year because his junior year he was like 6'2" or something. And then they said he grew like 8 inches in one year or some shit like that, crazy. So he was playing point guard against us at 6'10". You feel me? So I'm like, all right, I'm guarding this motherfucker baseline to baseline. Man, he was getting busy. He was getting busy, bro. Like, like, dude, I'm zigzagging him up the court, bro, and he got the ball out here. Like, I can't reach. I can't lean, swipe the ball. I can't do none of that. I mean, he in the post. He two dribble, pull up, turn around. He going to work, bro. He had like 31. He had something crazy. It was like 31. I probably more than that. He probably had like 36, like 12, and like 6 blocks. It was something crazy, but his team was trash. His team was trash. I'm not gonna lie, his team sucked. We actually won that game. But he had, something crazy and like what was sweet though, he did like a little interview after the game. He was like, I still got it. Like I'm the only one who guarded him, like man to man. We the only team who guarded him man to man that whole year. You know what I mean? So we made it tough. Even though he went crazy, a lot of them shots was like tough. He was just a good player. He was just knocking them shits down. But it was sweet, man. Like, just seeing that real Division 1, like #1 player in the country,
Hmm.
like that, just that atmosphere, bro. Like every time he touched the ball, it was like people clapping and shit. It was like a championship game, bro. And it was like, Calipari was like calling him over, telling him what to do and shit like that. And I'm following, I'm just right next to him. I'm walking everywhere he walking, just hearing that whole interaction, bro. And like, I'm like, damn, this is actually pretty dope. You know what I mean? And now AD's like, he the shit, bro. Like he
Yeah.
good. You know what I mean? He good. Like the way he can handle the ball and stuff. Now he been doing it. He should be a guard, so he been doing that. You know what I mean? Like now he's starting to shoot a little bit more. But I knew he could shoot. Like back then in high school, he was fucking killing us with shit. He was hitting threes, like all that, fadeaways, all that. So I knew all that been there for real. But AD, yeah, that was a fun matchup for sure, bro. Like that was
Yeah.
that was
Now y'all went crazy. Y'all showed out for the city that game though, for sure though, man.
yeah,
It
for
was
sure. We
sold
had
out,
like
packed.
It was sold out, bro. We protected our shit for sure. But
Yeah.
like it was a good, man. It was good for the city, for Meadowdale for sure. That was the first time we was in the final to the hoop. So I don't even think we've been in there ever since. I can't remember. I don't know. But that was a fun, fun thing for us for sure, man. We had a ball. We had a ball for sure.
So let's get into your college career, man. So like I said, what was your college experience and journey like?
Yeah, so out of high school, I kind of didn't really want to. I really didn't know what I wanted to do yet. So I went to Miami Middletown for a semester, like 2012, something like that. Went to Miami Middletown. I played with. We had a crazy team, bro. I played with Sean Robb.
Oh, okay. Shout out my nigga
Sure,
Sean
man.
Rob.
I played with Sean Robb, uh, Dex Robinson, um, Lamar Mallory, Akeem Freeman from Springfield. Like, bro, our team was so loaded, bro. And um, we actually won the whole damn thing that year. But like, it was sweet because, like, like I know it's like a lower major college, but like, we got a chance to play like different exhibition games and stuff like that. We played like Cedarville at the time. Cedarville was like fucking stacked good. We played like some other teams and stuff like that. But playing with Dex and all them, like Sean Robin, them, bro, was like the best shit. Like, it was so fun. It felt like an all-star team for real, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, college, we can actually have whoever the hell we want to have on the same squad, bro. And like, it was super fun. But I had left there after that year. I had went to St. Clair and Dayton. And like I knew that I wanted to get up out of like, just Dayton period after that. So I knew I had to really grind at St. Clair. I had to like really show like shit. I'm trying to get up out of here, bro. Like, I was ready to get up out of Dayton, get away from the city for real, just on some focusing on my own like self and life and shit like that. And I knew I wanted to play basketball for sure. So um first team all conference, at St. Clair, bro. I was dominating. Bro. I was like, man, probably I was averaging 16 a game. Um Highlight reels all over, then I got recruited. We had a coach come down to watch us practice one day. And then Joe Ballard, we played on the same squad at the time. And he asked me and Joe to come on a visit. This coach up here at Northwood where I'm at now. And at first I wasn't gonna go. I'm like, man, nah, I'm cool. But then, man, my mom's told me, nah, you need to go see what it's about for real. So me and Joe came up here on a visit. Um, we was going crazy, bro. Like, we we went to an open gym, and I don't know if it's different, bro. But in the city, like, I don't know, in the city, bro, in the day, like, everybody can dunk for real. Like,
Athletes.
we got athletes in the city for real. So like, usually when we dunk or whatever, like, we get hyped, but it's still like we seen it before, so it ain't really nothing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. When I got to Michigan, it was like that Northwest, like they ain't never seen it before or something. But me and Joe was up here in fucking open gym throwing each other lobs and all that, and everybody was like, you know what I mean? They was like amazed, bro. And I'm like, damn, they ain't never seen this before, Joe. You know what I mean? So I decided, like, I think that next day, I thought about, like, I was like, man, I think I'm gonna come here. You know what I mean? And Joe was like, nah, I ain't coming, bro. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wait. I'm like, man, I'm ready to get up out of the city, bro. I was like, nah. So, anyways, we went back, bro, and I decided, I took it like, I think it was like a few weeks. Um, my homeboy had passed away, whatever, and I was like, man, I gotta get up out of the city, bro. And I called coach, like, hey, coach, I'm trying to come to Northwood, bro. I need to leave now. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, let's do it. He sent the papers. As soon as I hung up, the papers was already at Sinclair, bro. I went down there and signed them. You know what I mean? And I got it. I got that part out of the way. Like, I just wanted to know where I was going and all that. I got that out of the way. And the rest, I could just cool and just hoop. You know what I mean? Like, I already had my spot. You know what I mean? And all that stuff. So like, when I got up here, bro, like, the love is real. You know what I mean? Like, it was a different atmosphere where I am. A lot of people don't know about Midland, the city where I'm at now in Michigan, but it's probably similar to like Centerville. This city is similar to Centerville, bro. It's like business oriented. It's like a smaller like community, like everybody together. So somebody from me coming from like Dayton is way different, bro.
Facts.
So my 2 months, my not might be 2 months. My first 2 weeks here, I was ready to bounce. I was like, I made a wrong decision, bro. I done came to this place, bro. Like it ain't me. Like I ain't, you know what I mean? It's just different here. You know what I mean? Everybody just like focused and serious here, bro. Like I ain't. It just was a different breed. And I was ready to leave. And then my mom, you know, it's like, man, you need to stick it out, bro. See what it's about. It might be good for you. It might it's different. You know what I mean? Like that's what you wanted. So like I was like, man, you know what? Shit. I'm gonna just go on the basketball court and just kill. Cause I know if I'm doing that, the rest is take care of itself. I'm good. So you know what I mean? Just every time I just laced up here, bro, I just went crazy, just went hard, and then I just got comfortable here, and then you know the rest is history from there. But college was definitely sweet, man. Played in the GLIAC um, conference up here. The GLIAC was tough, was tough for real. But like I said, like Dayton prepared me for all this for real. So like, I mean, I was kind of already used to whatever they had, you know, coming from me. Like, and I always was like, you know, I was bigger than like a lot of guards. So I was bigger than guards, and then I was faster than people who was bigger than me. So like I always had like some type of mismatch on the court for real. So like I just always like you know was thankful for that. Just took full advantage of that. Um, but I just had fun, man. You know what I mean? Basketball is fun for me. This, you know, it's just second nature to me. So like yeah, I balled up here, bro. I balled up here, had some fun for sure.
Man, that's what's up, man. 'Cause like I said, getting out of dating, it's you look, you see the world. Like I said, even wherever you go, it's like, man, this is something different. Like, because Dayton
Yeah,
is Dayton. Like I said, it's a small
yeah,
city though, so like it's always a good chance to see like people like yourself that they even grow up playing sports all the way, and now look, where a sport took you outside
yeah.
your comfort zone. And it's always good. That's what we like to have these stories for guys to learn. It's always good to get out your comfort zone at the end of the day, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what it's about, bro. You know what I mean? Just you know, my high school coach, Coach Turner used to always say, expect the unexpected. And that's kind of like what it was for real. Like, man, um, I thought this was gonna kind of be like similar to like dating in a way for some reason. I was just like, it's just, different people, but it's the same. Like, nah, bro, it's a total different ball game up here, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's just everything, just the way it flows, everything just so different. So like I was definitely out of my comfort zone for sure, man. Like I said, I was ready to bounce. And then, like I really had to lock in, when I talked to a few people, I really had to lock in. You just got to make the best of it. Like anytime you like feeling uncomfortable, you got to go back to what you know and what you used to for real. And that was me. For me, that was just like basketball. Like I got to do what got me here. So, just locked in. Even on the boring nights, bro, I just go in the gym. You know what I mean? 24-hour access, bro. I'm gonna use it. I went to the gym, bro, just grind it, made time go faster, man, and just got somewhere with it. So for sure.
That's it. What's your favorite college moment? Like, what's some of your favorite teammates too, as well? Like, Northwood.
My favorite teammates. First one had to be Maurice Jones, man. Maurice Jones is a baller, like baller. With the USC, transferred over to Northwood guard. He's from Saginaw. He's from the area, so everybody know him around the area. But probably the coldest guard I ever played with, bro. Like, nobody could like mess with this dude. Probably 5'8", 5'7", 5'8". And like just seeing like, just playing with him, bro, is like I never had nobody I can just like if I'm taking the ball out, no matter what defense the other team is in, what press, it didn't matter, bro. Like this dude could literally break it himself and like get all the way to the cup. Like he had a few 40-point games. Like this dude was sick, bro. That's probably was like my favorite player just playing with far as just like just always like I ain't had to do much, just stay ready, bro. All I did was like this catch, like you know what I mean. So like having fun wise, just playing with him. My favorite, I'll say my favorite moment was my senior year, in college, and like a lot of these fans they do homework, so they go dig on your Facebook and stuff, and they see like they see like these student sections is real in college, bro. I'm gonna tell you. So they see kind of like your life of kind of like what's been going on. And at the time, I think I had just got engaged. Uh, you know, with my ex or whatever, I had just got engaged, bro. And like I remember I was the guy on the team, like I interact with the crowd. Like I come up to the crowd, I slap hands with people, like all that. during the game, I always interact with the crowd, bro. That always got me going. It was just a cool thing to do for real. So I remember Saginaw Valley. It's like our rival school, and I remember like going towards their student section, and then one dude was like, he said some stuff like, "Oh, you just got engaged," like something crazy, and I was like, "What?" And then another person said it, and then they must have looked and seen it, and then they started saying her name. Like every time I went by, like, where's so and so at? And I think like I was like, man, all right, y'all keep poking me, bro. And then I start going crazy. I remember I got like an and one, and I looked at him like, she over there, like she was over there too. Like it was like I was like, she over there, like we was going back and forth. But I feel like that was like my best, like that was like my best moment for real, just like interacting with like that crowd.
Yeah,
Um, I think that was for sure. Like that rival game against SBSU, bro, is like always like it don't matter what your record is, what their record is, bro. When y'all play each other is 0-0, bro. It's like everything is just like all out there. So I think that was my favorite one for sure.
that's one thing I love about college basketball is the small school rivalry. Like people like I went to Akron, so like Akron Kent,
Mhm.
that's like New North Carolina to us, like out there. So like
Yeah,
that's and, like regional, like, all that regional school. Like
yeah.
yeah, so like it get real. I try to that's what have
They
y'all ever got stormed the court before?
Yeah, heck yeah. I believe
Yeah.
we got. I believe it was against them one time against that Saginaw Valley. At our school, it was like yeah, they stormed the court. It went, but like we ain't like that was my junior year, but we ain't liked them that year for some reason. We just really didn't like respect each other for real. Like I remember it was captains in the middle, and it was like shake hands, and we ain't literally. It took us like 30 seconds to shake hands. No one nobody trying to shake. We just looking at each other, bro. Like, and it was like I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be one of them games, bro. You know what I mean? After that game. They stormed the court. My dude did some messed up stuff. He dunked the last 5 seconds when we was up. He went and
Ah,
dunked. He did some
yeah,
bull crap, but then they came pushing and shit. Like it was like one of them games. It was like, all right, we got you. They was like, yeah, we got y'all next time. We'll see y'all again. And it was
yeah.
so like I feel like that was probably the only time the team or the crowd really stormed the court. They stopped that real fast though. They stopped that real fast.
Did y'all play against Oakland or Michigan State or scrimmage against them at all?
I played against Michigan State my senior year. It was the year that Miles Bridges and all them was freshmen.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Cassius Winston. Ooh, that was a good team.
Fashion
Okay.
went, yeah, that
Yeah,
whole freshman squad. I got them my
yeah,
senior year of college, bro. And
yeah.
man, bruh, like people don't understand how different that D1 is, bro. Like like D1 is really like a lot of kids be like, man, I want to go D1, bro. Let me tell you, bro, that shit is different because like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can jump, and I was real athletic. Like I thought I was like real athletic and I could jump, bro. Until like I seen Miles Bridges in person, bro, and I'm like, yo, like you know what I mean? Like we in the layup line and we doing our little dunks and stuff down there on our end or whatever. And Michigan State ain't even out yet. We just the only ones out there. We getting, the crowd like, oh, little kids like, oh, and then bro, Michigan State came out, dog. I look back, bro. Just Miles Bridges was 360 windmilling, throwing that bitch in with two hands, going between like I'm talking about, bro. I'm like, damn, this dude, bro. Them highlights is real, dog. Like, and then get in the game against them, you know what I mean? Like I said, I can jump, so like I'm going up to grab a rebound, and I'm going up with two hands, and he just come out of nowhere and snag it with one hand like this, right over my head, like I wasn't even there. But like them, like people don't understand that D1, bro. Them workouts and stuff like that, like it's way different, bro. Like them dudes is like strong, different strong. You know what I mean? And like I mean I had to go against them dudes, man. Kenny Goins, Nick Ward, like all that whole team was just huge, bro. And like I said, I played the 4 and the 5, so I was literally going toe to toe with all them dudes for real.
Oh, Xavier
Um,
Tillman, was he on that team
yep,
too?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
damn, they
yeah,
got some. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
man, that team. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Langford,
Oh,
when he
yeah,
was
yeah,
there,
yeah. Yeah, he was a dog too.
actually,
Yeah,
I don't even think he played. I think he was hurt or something. But
yeah,
I
yeah.
think
He
he
was kind of
played.
on and off. Yeah,
But
yeah,
like, yeah, Cadmus Winston, they had Tum Tum. Like, boy, they had all of them, bro. Like,
yeah.
them dudes is crazy, bro. Like
No, no, that was a squad.
that team was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and they had the hype that year because everybody's ready to see Miles Bridges. So like,
Mm-hmm.
like I was at half court, bro. I remember being at half court. I was like kind of talking to him, and like it was like for a minute, like he had just got like a putback dunk or something. Then it was like stop the play, or whatever. But the crowd was still going crazy, and I'm looking around, bro, and the whole stadium is yelling like they like Miles Bridges. And but the whole stadium is yelling this, bro, and he just standing there looking like he looking like me, bro. We both like, I'm like, bro, it's like this for you every day. He said, bro, I can't even. He said, I don't even go to class. He's like, I can't get in class. He's like, people is outside, like I cannot go to class, like they gotta bring my homework to me, bro. I'm like, but the love, like how they doing D1, the love, bro, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
lit though. It's lit though. It's like fire. I'm like, bro, this is lit, bro. Like you got everybody in this mug saying your name, bro. Like
yeah.
you like, yeah, but yeah, it's cool though.
That's what's up, man. That's a great story right there, man.
Sure.
What inspired you to get into coaching after your playing career?
Man, honestly, um, I knew I always had a gift because, like, even like I was very vocal on every team I played for. I always was vocal as heck. I always wanted to, like, put people in spots, where they need to be and all that. And I just always knew, like, once I get done playing basketball, I'm gonna definitely get back into coaching. It's something that I always wanted to do for sure. Like my situation is, I didn't know that I would be coaching this fast because I was gonna go overseas to play after college and all of that, but then my son was coming at the same time. So like the end of my senior year, like or right at the end of my senior year, like my son was born, and it was like one of them situations. Like, all right, do I go overseas and play, or do I like stay here and like raise him and be around him? So it was a decision that I went back and forth on. Of course, you got people saying, "Bro, you go play, bro. You ain't gonna get a chance to play again. Go play 6 months. He'll be all right. He'll be here." And then, like, but like, how do you say that to like somebody like me, or my pops wasn't around like that for real? You know what I mean? I ain't want him to go through that for real. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take the route. I'm gonna stay. So I literally was like, much as I love basketball, I love this kid more. So you feel me? So I stayed, and then like the only thing is if I still want to be part of basketball, get into coaching. So you know what I mean? I got back into coaching, or I got into coaching, but it was like the best thing ever, bro. Like everything I done went through as far as a basketball player, things I done seen, and now I can like give it to kids and show kids like, yo, you working too hard to do this, bro. Like, let me show you an easier way to get this done. And then you can just like draw up something, or you can just like show them, like, now show me you know how to do it. Like that right there, as a coach, like when you show something and teach something, and then they finally do it the way you want them to do it, bro. It's like the best feeling ever. You know what I mean? So like once that started happening, I was like, hell, I did that for one or two kids. I'm about to do that for all 10. And then, and you just kind of go for it with that. And then I just like, I don't know, man. I just really like, I already love basketball for real. Then I love kids. So like, it was only easy to like fall in love with the whole thing, with everything, bro. So like, you know, competing, just drawing up stuff and having fun. I'm a fun dude for real. So like, I knew coaching wasn't gonna be hard for me for real because like I always interacted with the kids first before the basketball even went up. I built connection with kids before the basketball even went up, bro. So basketball was just a second. So, you know, something I wanted to do for sure.
So like with today's player, it's the game is way different. Like we explained earlier, like it's totally different from when we was in high school. So like, how do you connect with today's players who may face different challenges with social media? Now you got the overseas guys coming in. It's just a lot of uncertainty though for all people, college
Yeah,
and high school, pro too.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I think it's like, bro, like honestly, like if you getting a new player on your squad, or even just like you a new coach and you going into a system, I think it's really just like not even talking about basketball for real, bro. Just like really getting to know them as a person. You know what I mean? Like what you like to do, like, when you ain't playing basketball, like what you be like what you do, man. You know what I mean? It's just like really, and especially, when you got your best player, you talking to your best player at that, like you really find out kind of like what they like, who they are as a person, how they family, like figure out about their family. Because with these things is you actually really figuring out about that person and how you can kind of really coach them. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like you get to know a player and he tell you he been through the most craziest like traumatic stuff. Like this person died close to him. Like he ain't got nobody to depend on. Da 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 da. Now, coaching wise, with that same player, I can't talk to him a certain way. I got to talk to him different than I talk to these other dudes because like everybody probably told this dude he ain't nothing, or he won't be nothing, or screamed at him his whole life, or like, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like you just got to kind of really understand who that person is as a person first. You know what I mean? And then just like interacting with basketball. That's what I like to do, man. I like to do like life lessons, with with players and just interacting with basketball. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, something as corny as like, you know, being at the free throw line, bro. Like, I tell players like me, like, when you at the free throw line, bro, like, what are you thinking about? Like, and a lot of players be like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just knocking the free throw down. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, are you looking at the fans? Like, and then some players like, sometimes, I mean, I see them through but I'm like, when you shoot a free throw, don't even like feel like you're looking at anything but just like the realm and just feel like it's like your favorite song. And you just think about your favorite song and the basketball just like spinning. You know what I mean? To go
Yeah.
like I try to do stuff like that for real. And
Yeah.
some players look at me like crazy. But then you know what I
It
mean? When
worked.
they do stuff like this, they like, okay, okay. And I'm like, and then then I had a run on joke with a player, and he was just like, first he was like everything fast, bro. I'm like, bro. I was like, you said you like slow music. You told me this. You like R&B music. You told me this, right? He's like, I was like, slow it down, then. Like just like you listen to your song, bro. Just slow yourself down, bro. And then he started, you know what I mean? He was just out there. You could tell he was like different. He started changing his game, and he was slow. And then he made a joke. He made a shot or something. He ran back. He's like, yeah, I was listening to a Genuine right there, coach. You feel me? But like that's just the fun. Like, that's just the fun that I have as a coach, with my players
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, yeah, I think it's really just understanding them as people first, man, before we do basketball. Because we get so caught up in this just basketball and wins and losses and like how can we like win instead of like, bro, relax, man. Like think about life first, man.
Hey,
So
one thing I say when I was coaching, man, I'm like, hey, man, don't let them girls, mess your head up, man. You gotta, hey, keep the main thing. Because like I said, because my players was thirsty. Like, man, they ain't trying to talk to girls on the road. I'm like, damn, like we gotta get. So I gotta keep them. I like
I
the thirstiness, but hey, man, come on, man, keep your hey. So that was
I
like my.
know, bro. I know, but I was coaching my boys when we played our rival. We played one of our rival schools, man, and I guess that like every player on my team, they had a girlfriend at this school, bro.
Oh,
Like it was crazy. And these dudes, bro, like they come to the game. I said dress up. They overdid. They came to the game. You know what I mean? They like, I'm like,
NBA
bro,
tunnel.
y'all trying to impress somebody, huh? They like, coach, we about to let's go. And I was like, damn. I'm like, y'all girlfriends at the game. We in the locker room. I'm like, okay, y'all better show out tonight, then. You know what I mean? But like, nah, I know how it is, bro. Like, with them girls and stuff, man. Like,
Yeah, man,
they just turn up. Like, they just different booster, and they don't want to come out the game. They, you feel me?
turned up. Yeah.
Man, what? Yeah, for sure.
That's why they be trying to post all that stuff on social media. You already know, like I said, they trying to get the like that's me,
Time, bro. I ain't never let my kids play. My players have like they weren't allowed to be on their phones before the game, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like my varsity guys and JV playing before us. Like my varsity guys, if they have a phone in their hand, bro, they know what it was. Like I ain't even allow that because like you know how that social media stuff is, bro. You see one thing from a friend or something, or from a rival school person or something, say something like, "Oh, we about to kick so and so," or "He ain't gonna do nothing," and then you lose focus. You know what I mean? So like my players weren't even allowed to have phones. You know what I mean? Like if you ain't playing, you watching the game. And that's I had to put that rule in, bro, because man, today's world, bro, social media, one wrong thing or you take it wrong, whatever, bro, you lose focus. Your focus is gone. Feel me?
that's a fact.
So yeah, for sure.
Let's let's get into your head coaching experience, man. Like I said, you was a head coach, man. Well, what was the
Yeah.
name of your high school?
Yeah, so Bay City Western High School, man. It was up here in the wave. But uh when I got there, so actually before I got there, this school haven't won, more than 11 games since 2011. I got there 2 years ago was my year there. But yeah, they haven't. So Matt Costello went from Michigan State. He went to this high school, same high school. He's like Gatorade Player of the Year here, everything. And he graduated in 2011. That was the last time they won 10 or more games. So when they hired me, it was a lot of like, bro, why you going to go coach here? And it was predominantly, white school. You know what I mean? It's like hell of a baseball school though. Like they go states every year. Like they heck of a baseball school. And football was second. Basketball was always last. With this school. So a lot of people was like, why you going to this school? Like, dude, they don't win, bro. Like they won 3 games last year. They won 2 games the year before that. They won 2 games the year before. Like, so I'm like, man, y'all don't know where I'm from, bro. Like this, like, man, I ain't worried about this. We good. I'm good. You see. And bro, we was like I said, how I coach, like all you like if I get when I touch a team, the players are going like they're gonna get comfortable with me, bro. We gonna have a ball, we gonna have a blast, and these boys will run through a wall for me. And that's exactly what it was, bro. We was just beating teams we never competed with. You know what I mean? And up in my area, I went like 8-0. I swept like every team up here. And we won 11 games my first year. And they ain't won that and did that since 2011. My first year, 2024, we won 11 games. You feel me? So I was like, I can really do this for real. So I had thoughts of like, like staying there for a few years. Like I'm gonna see how far I can really take this. But Northwood University, the school I went to, my alma mater, wanted me to join the coaching staff that following year. I mean, one of the hardest decisions I had to make because, here I am turning the program around for the first year and thinking about the future with the program. And also, you know, my alma mater school want me to come back and coach. You know what I mean? Which who wouldn't want to do that? You know what I mean? A place you played at, you can be, assistant coach. You know all the professors, you know everybody know you from player there. Like that was like a tough decision I had to make. But me, I know that like I want to coach college basketball one day. That's my ultimate goal. And I know I had to go to Northwood or coach at Northwood to just get that on my resume. Like, all right, he got some college experience. We know he can do it at the high school level. Can you at the college level? You know what I mean? So I knew I had to take that leap and do it. You know what I mean? And I don't regret it one bit. I missed high school for sure, but I definitely don't regret, the decision because like now I learned way more on a different level now. Like, about like practice plans and
Man,
traveling,
detail.
budgeting,
Yeah.
all of that stuff. It's now it's like at this level where I like pretty much how to do all that stuff. Like I learned so much stuff from my Coach Church and head assistant, Coach Matt. I learned so much from them, bro. And it's like now it's like, man, I'm just chilling like that. This whole year I'm just chilling. Like this winter I ain't gonna coach no basketball, nothing like that. I'm just continue, like to train kids, but I'm just gonna chill and I'm just gonna see what opens up. You know what I mean for next year. You know what I mean. I'm just gonna take off and see what's right for me. But yeah, my coaching experience, man, is lit. Man, it was lit. I had a lot of fun for sure. A lot of doubters, but that's everywhere. That's
Hmm.
part of the game, man. You need those.
Yeah.
So, nah, it was lit, man. It was
Man,
lit.
man, that's crazy because, like I said, when you tell yourself in 2011, like, man, I must be a head coach already, though. So it's like that's crazy, though. So like, hey, man.
For real,
Then a
man.
college coach right there. Then the next year, it's like that's a big jump, man. I don't think you like that's big time,
It's
man.
it's
Not
a
for
it's
real.
a definitely a it's definitely a big jump, bro. It's definitely a big jump because
Yeah.
like it's a cool jump too. Like I mean, I went from running a varsity, running a whole program. Not just varsity because I was running all three levels, um, but you kind of handle everything yourself in that level. I mean, you're doing the inventory, um, meal preps. You're doing kind of all of that yourself as a varsity coach. And then when I go off to college, being an assistant, I ain't gotta worry about any of that. I could just really just like lock in and like focus and try and learn. You know what I mean? Like I only really ask questions, but like only talk for real when it's necessary. Kind of just sit back and chill and just like So that was easy for me for real to like really learn and get all that information. It was a quick jump, bro. It was a quick jump. I went from kids that can't get the ball over the damn rim in high school to boys jumping. College next year, elite. You know what I mean? Got 6'2" point guards doing windmills. You know what I mean? So like, different jump, but stuff I was used to because like I said, I was a collegiate athlete too. So like I seen it and I was part of that. So You know, it was lit.
For sure, man. So I got
Yeah.
a couple questions for you before we end this, man. Got some great stories, man. So who was your all-time starting five?
All time starting
College,
five.
who it don't matter from Dayton, JUCO, Northwood. It don't matter, man. Like I said, hey, this shows all-time starting five.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got you stuck on this one. So yeah, this is
Ah. All right. I'll go Mario Robinson because that's my cousin, and I'm biased. Him first, always, always. But if it ain't Mario Robinson, it's gonna be Maurice Jones, the point guard I was telling y'all about. Shooting guard, Jeremy Williams, Germ from the city.
dog, dog,
Germ, I gotta go Germ. I
dog.
gotta
Yes,
go Germ.
underrated.
His,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta go Germ. His backup, what have I gotta do backups, bro. I can't just do five. I gotta do a
Hey,
backup
so
for you.
I like
I
that.
his backup would definitely be Tater, John Tate Former. Um,
Shout out to Tater,
Tater,
man. I
Tater
heard
was
that
so
name in years.
Tater was so cold, bro.
He took me back with
Uh,
that one.
yeah, Tater was so cold. So, small forward. Can I put myself in it?
It's your starting five, man. Shoot,
Oh
man.
yeah, me. I'll for sure. I'm putting me. I'm putting me in small forward. My backup though, I'll put Ryan Drakes. My boy Drakes was a dog for sure, for
Throwback.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
Drakes was
yeah.
a dog.
For sure. He
Uh,
was a dog.
Power forward, Cody Latimer. I'm
Dog.
gonna put Cody. Cody was like, Cody was the only dude, bro, I really had problems with for real when it came to rebounding and just like being physical, bro. This dude was an animal, bro. And this is like Cody, it's got to be Cody all day, power forward wise. Um, Center gonna be hard. Rest in peace. I'm gonna go big cuz Adrian Payne.
Rest in peace, legend. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go AP for sure. Um, that'll be my start. If I know everybody got the, man, I miss so many people. I just thought about it. God,
Hey, it's your starting
man,
five, man.
you made this hard, bro. You made this hard because I love this dude. I love Chris Wright, bro. I love Chris Wright, dog. Chris Wright, top flight, bro. That was like my favorite player, bro. High school, bro. Like that was my favorite player for real. Chris Wright, man. He's a beast. But I'm gonna stick with Cuzzo. I'm gonna stick with AP, Cody, me, Germ. I'm gonna go Mario. I'm gonna go Cuz.
That's a hard starting five though. Not real shit. Like that's a sneaky starting five too though.
No,
So
bro.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know people be like, bro, what about Travis Trice? What about Jaron, Jawant, bro? I don't know. I ain't really like I seen them, but I ain't really kind of like grow up watching them for real.
Right, right,
But like
right.
I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
what I mean, them. Even though I played against them both, but like Juwan was playing basketball at the age of 1. You feel me? Like I ain't know much about basketball back then.
Yeah.
But like, so I ain't gonna jump on the bandwagon and say this and that. And I'm gonna go with the people I know and I see.
Respect. Yep.
You feel
Yeah,
me?
I like that.
That's me straight up. Yeah. Oh, greatest Meadowdale player of all time.
Yeah, are you? You gonna put yourself there? Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
that's all I asked that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And
All right.
I don't think nobody was really like, bro. I was I was a dog, bro. I ain't even gonna cat. Like it was like one of them things where I'm going to school the next day. Who you banging on today, bro? As soon as I walk, man, it was like one of those, bro. Like I ain't even about to sit here and like, nah. I think I was the greatest mental player of all time, bro. I ain't gonna lie, cause like I did a little bit of everything, man. I did a little bit of everything. I got us to the flying to the hoop. Being I was 3-time all like I did a lot of shit there, and I did it as a pup too, man. Sophomore year, I held it down, bro, and just took off from there. Like I was
Right.
consistent every year. I was consistent. It wasn't no year I went down. Like I kept going up and up and up. You feel me? So like I think I was the greatest Dale player of all time. A lot of them gonna be biased about it, but hey, it
You
is
heard
what
it,
it is.
man.
Ain't no the vibes.
Hey, talk your talk, man. Hey, you already,
Yeah,
hey, it's your story. Hey, that's why I put it there.
So,
Hey,
yeah,
let you know. So, hey, man, we're gonna end it
yeah,
with that, man. Like I said, I appreciate you, man, coming on, man. I wanted to get your story out there, man. Like I said, man, great
100%.
stories, man. And people
All right.
hope they learn, man, for the basketball community too. You know how they be on Facebook, man. So like I said, going back and forth. So like this is the education, man. Sit back and
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
from
for sure.
a Dayton legend, man. Like I said, man. Good luck to you though this winter though. Just
Okay,
training and studying the game. Hey man, make sure you go
absolutely.
to this different practices too though, man. I love going to different practices, man. I just seen Robert Morris this past Saturday, man. Learn some,
Mm-hmm.
the intensity, like
Mm-hmm.
so. Yeah, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, though, man. But appreciate you though, man. Hey, man, you got anything you want to shout out your businesses, training, or your IG page or anything?
Man, people know where to find me at, bro. I'm all over. But like, what I just want to not, I just want to like tell just like young coaches like getting into the game, bro. Like, you know, because a lot of coaches ask me right now, like, what is the best way to like interact, with the players when you're a first time coach. And like I said, we already kind of talked about it, bro. Like, just understand, like, try to get to know, not try. You gotta get to know them because they're gonna be on the team. High school, not too many people get cut. Probably two, three people, because I ain't too many people coming out for basketball anymore these days. To be honest with you, but try to like or understand like all the players, get to know them first, and then just like have fun and just some people say create culture. Like culture is already there. Like you don't create culture. Culture is already there. Just create good culture. You know what I mean? As a coach, we just create good culture because culture is already there. But like get to know them, bro, and just have fun, man. You got them late night practices, because I had a 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. practice, you know what I mean? And usually, kids in high school, the last thing they want to do is like, practice for real when it's that late after a long day of school and all that, coming back up to the school and all that. So like do stuff to make it fun, practice interesting. Like play music the whole practice, you know what I mean? Like tell the kids like you're gonna turn the music off if they stop talking. Communicate. Y'all gotta be louder than my music. You know what I mean? Just watch what happens when you do stuff like that, man. So just, get to know your players, young coaches, man. Kudos to y'all. Keep going hard. Don't take nothing personal. We got critics out there, man. Hey, let them criticize, bro. Be you.
So you heard it, man. Man, be you. Like I said,
Sure.
appreciate you once again, man. You know where to
Yep,
find them,
yep.
man. Like you said, man. All right,
Okay.
y'all. Like, share,
All
subscribe.
right, yep.